Hi, my name is David Ware. I was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma, lived in Broken Arrow many years ago, back in the 50s when it was a tiny little town. I now live in Hawaii, where I've been for many years. Back in the Vietnam era, I served in the U.S. Air Force, in the Philippines, and in Okinawa. I was not in combat in Vietnam. I just want to take a few minutes to tell you about why I'm very concerned about the future of my home state of Oklahoma. This is why I'm supporting Dr. Mark Sherwood to replace Kevin Stitt as the next governor of Oklahoma. Dr. Sherwood is a man of decency and principle. He's a man who does what he says. He doesn't just talk a good fight, he actually fulfills his promises. Kevin Stitt has not lived up to what he said that he would do. I have a background as a retired federal officer with 42 years total federal service, combined military and civilian, with an expertise in border security, having worked for the U.S. Customs Service and U.S. Customs and Border Protection. I'm very concerned that the Chinese Communist Party is very involved in Oklahoma right now. I wrote a recent article, which some of you may have seen, which was entitled, "Why is the Chinese Communist Party Targeting Oklahoma?" I think everybody in Oklahoma now is aware of the Chinese marijuana growing and trafficking operations in your midst. Unfortunately, Governor Stitt has not encouraged law enforcement or led them in eradicating this and eliminating the foreign intrusion into Oklahoma. Mark Sherwood is a 24-year veteran of the Tulsa Police Department. He was a leader of the SWAT team for at least 10 years and was in charge of the entry team that went in to apprehend suspects and involved in hostage situations. He has a lot of knowledge about law enforcement, and he will not allow this to happen because he is a patriot and he's a man of his word. There are many other reasons that I like Dr. Sherwood. He is a naturopathic doctor. He definitely understands health issues and is concerned about the future and the well-being of all Oklahomans. Everything he will do will be in your best interest. I definitely support his concern about eliminating abortion, which I believe is murder, and I think many Oklahomans agree with that. God said that he knew us even before we were formed in the womb. There is no way that a fetus in the womb can be killed and that be righteous in the eyes of God. Dr. Sherwood understands that. He also is a man who supports the sanctity of marriage between one man and one woman. He will not buy into this modern political correctness or ideology which supports trans athletes and which supports the LGBTQ or whatever acronym they're using now. Add into that Two-Spirit if you want, as some of my Native American friends also say. I am part American Indian myself. I'm a citizen of one of the tribes of Oklahoma. And I am concerned that all of our tribal citizens need to realize that they have only one chance of replacing Kevin Stitt. Kevin has unfortunately become very hostile. Despite his own Cherokee ancestry, he has tried to legislate and wasted your tax dollars in fighting against the McGirt decision 2 years ago, which affirmed the sovereignty and treaties, which are the supreme law of the land, under Article 6 of the U.S. Constitution. Dr. Sherwood understands this issue, and he respects all the tribal leadership and has promised that he will sit down with all the chiefs, and all the tribal leaders will have direct access to him, not just a surrogate or a representative, but him directly when he becomes governor. There are so many reasons that Dr. Sherwood is a breath of fresh air. Kevin Stitt, unfortunately, is in the pocket of his industrial colleagues and many in government. He has not fulfilled what he promised to do. I know Oklahoma is a very red state, but we need conservatives who are true conservatives, not just Republicans in name only. Therefore, I just wanted to take this few minutes and share with you why I hope you will look into Dr. Sherwood's record. Please download his app, which is Sherwood 2022. Follow his events, which he has in Oklahoma frequently. He's having many town halls, has appeared as the invitation all over the state of Oklahoma, all the way from every corner of the state and into the Panhandle. So I hope you will take time and listen to what he has to say. The Republican primary is on June 28th of this year, and your only hope this year to replace Kevin Stitt is in a GOP primary. If any of my friends, including my Native American friends, think that you have an expectation that a Democrat will win and be in the state capitol in the general election as of November, that isn't going to happen. So please, don't waste your energies. Take this one chance now. It's a binary choice. I believe that gender is binary. There are two sexes. There's male and there's female. And right now there's a binary choice for governor of Oklahoma. One of them is the same as what you've had for 4 years of failures by Kevin Stitt. The other is Mark Sherwood, and you can trust what he says. So please listen to Dr. Sherwood and hear what he has to say. I wholeheartedly endorse him and hope that you will vote for him. Now, I don't live in Oklahoma now. I'm a registered Republican in the state of Hawaii. We have a whole different set of issues over here. But I hope that you are there in Oklahoma and that you will do the right thing. Someday, I hope I can come back home to stay. Right now, I just wanted to share with you why I think it is in the best interest of Oklahoma. All my friends, all my relatives, both on my dad's Native American side and my mom's non-Indian side of the family, to really look closely at what Dr. Sherwood and what he has to say. I'm sure you won't regret it. And I want to say in conclusion, God bless Oklahoma, God bless here in Hawaii where I live, and God bless the United States of America.